times. Just pick it up. Pick it up.
Can I have one more
times.
guy on this side? One more on this side? Can I have one? There you go. How many places?
Ram Nam Satya. Cut the ground.
Ground.
Cut the ground. Pick it up again.
Up again.
Cut the ground again. Ram Nam Satya hai. Pick it up again. Ram Nam Satya hai. Right, let's carry straight through. Don't put your shoulders, you might drop it. Right. Om Sri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram 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 Om. Immediate families will belong to 3 of the series first, and then thereafter the others can follow.
when he used to visit with the other cousins to Tonga House and sit on our front doorstep and strum his guitar. That's such a beautiful memory for me. Today we have Vinesh, his elder brother, who would like to say a few words on behalf of his family. Vinny?
Good afternoon, and thank you all for attending and showing your support. Lukesh was not just my brother, he was my closest friend. As most of you know, I lost two people closest to me. My wife, Shanaz, and Lukesh, just a day apart. They both were very close. Lukesh was devastated after hearing the news of her passing, and the news of his death shocked our family. Lukesh was always determined and strong-minded from a very young age. He did not let circumstance prevent him from becoming a success. He was technically minded and could solve any electronic or mechanical problem. He enjoyed the challenge of solving problems. Once he latched onto a project, he never gave up until it was solved. He always spoke to me about the sulfur plant at Central. His colleagues would agree he was passionate about the sulfur plant. Lukesh knew it took hard work to become successful. His career started at Central, then he worked in Saudi for a few years. After gaining experience, he was offered a job again at Central. His final career move was to Vietnam at Ninh Xuân Refinery. He was happy with his career move, as it brought him closer to his home in Pattaya, Thailand, the country that he loved. Lukesh's conversation with me lasted hours. He fondly spoke of friendly people he met in Vietnam and how much he enjoyed working with his colleagues there. I have to take this opportunity to thank all the people of Vietnam and his friends for helping my daughter bring him home to us. Thank you, Lukesh, for your friendship and support. Thank you for being a caring uncle to Ashir and Nikita. I wish you well on your journey ahead. Until we meet again, goodbye, my dear brother.
Thank you, Vinesh. I'm sure if you were one of those lucky ones like me, if Luki got onto the phone, 2 hours maximum, and if he was not finished with his conversation, he would call you back again another hour. And when he was done with me, he would call my younger sister. And that was how I have such lovely memories of him, just telephonically. Thank you, Vinny, for that lovely message. Now call upon Nikita, his niece, eldest niece, who would like to share some thoughts of her uncle.
Good afternoon, and thank you for attending, showing your support and offering your condolences. Firstly, I would like to take this opportunity to thank all of Lukesh's colleagues and friends in Vietnam who helped bring him back to South Africa. A special thanks to Ms. Quinn Sokoy from the HR team, Mr. Nstiki, Mr. J. Padiachi, Ms. Namani Padiachi, Ms. Lan, and the embassies of South Africa and Vietnam. You have all truly been a blessing in this trying time, and without your help, it would have never been possible. To my dear Uncle Lukesh, today we say goodbye to you. We didn't expect this day would come so soon. You surprised us just like Mommy and suddenly left us. The last conversation you had with me, you told me tomorrow is going to be a very hard day and repeated it to me, that I must be strong. At the time, I didn't know the strength I needed was to grieve Mommy as well as you. I held on to your last words of strength, and it has provided me the courage to get through these tough weeks. I will never forget your last words to me, and I will use them to empower me for the rest of my life. You have played an instrumental part in Ashir's and my life. We have always seen you as a second father to us. You provided us with many happy memories that we will forever cherish. From surprise trips, adventures, and gifts, you truly made our childhood memorable, and I thank you for this. The countless times we spent together enjoying a braai or delicious meal Mom prepared, to the conversations we had, the movies we watched, and the music we listened to together were some of the best times of my life with you. You have been a role model to me. You taught me, just like my parents, that hard work pays off and nothing is impossible. You encouraged me to pursue my studies and grow my career, and I feel so grateful to have had you as my uncle. When I started my career at SAPREF, I was so proud to say that you were my uncle. You were well known for your talent, and you created a legacy. Many people already knew about Ashir and I, because you used to boast of us swimming the Minma Mile every year and that we did Kung Fu. I am glad that we made you proud of us as well. I was so happy for you when you landed your job in Vietnam, because we all knew how much you loved the East. I am glad you enjoyed your ambitious and adventurous life, and you have inspired me to be courageous and reach for my dreams. I will forever hold you dearly in my heart, Lukesh, and I wish you a safe journey home. I know in my heart that Mommy and you are making this eternal journey safely together, and that is providing me peace. I love you, Lukesh. Goodbye. Namaste. I also need to share with you from Mr. J. Padiachi. He was an instrumental part as well to bring Lukesh home, but as well he has worked with Lukesh for the past few months in the refinery at Vietnam. So it starts off with my heartfelt condolences to the Parthab family. May God give you guidance during this period of bereavement. My friendship with Lukesh developed many years ago at SAPREF Refinery. The reacquaintance at Vietnam generated a new spark of close bonding. Working together and meeting daily for lunch, his contribution for NSRP has been phenomenal. Heading the position as operational lead, spent many hours training the younger generation to become future leaders. Process safety was big on his agenda. He developed many procedures, and this came naturally due to his vast knowledge in operations. He leaves a legacy of operational excellence for many to benefit in the years to come. An upstanding gentleman, well-spoken, we spent many hours reminiscing our past experiences. A softly spoken person, kind-hearted, and ever willing to help. He will be sadly missed by TZ, Donovan, Lorraine, Ash, and Jay. Death leaves heartache, no one can heal. Memories are treasures, no one can steal. May some forget you now that you are gone, but we will remember no matter how long. You will always stay loved and remembered in every way. No tears, no verse can ever say how much we miss you every day. Thank you, Mr. J. Paliachi, and your family and friends.
Thank you, Nikita. Hang on to those memories that your Kaka has created for you. We now call upon Lukesh, the younger brother of sorry, call upon Veerdev, his younger nephew, to say a few words.
Hare Krishna, ladies and gentlemen, family and friends. I would like to speak on behalf of my mother. Today we have come together to celebrate a remarkable individual, my beloved brother, Lukesh Parthab. It took me such a long time to think of wonderful memories we shared together as brother and sister. My heart is broken. I would never hear your voice again or receive another happy birthday message. A visit from you only to say, you put on some weight, huh? But that was you, direct and to the point. Lukesh, you always shared whatever was on your mind. And I do appreciate your honesty, but you could have been a little subtle and spared my feelings. It was always great to hear about your travels and adventures that you have had. It was incredible to read all the messages received from your friends around the world. They are either referred to you as close, your best friend, or brother. You made each person feel as if they were your only friend. My favorite memories of you and me are of just donuts, where we used to go for ice cream and donuts. Nobody will ever forget your love of vanilla ice cream. We would go to separate Christmas parties and your colleagues who did not know me asked, "Who is this girl?" And your response would be, "This is my baby sister." And we would go shopping together and people would think that we are a couple. But then of course your response would be, "This is my sister." To which people would respond, "Wow, I never saw such an amazing relationship between siblings." The day I said to you that I met a boy and was going to be engaged, I'm sure that you had a lot of concerns, but never showed it. On the day of the engagement, you laughed and shook Lukesh's hand and said, "So you're the chosen one." On my wedding day, I was getting dressed and couldn't get my dots on my forehead aligned. You sat me down and did them yourself. And then you said, "Are you ready now? Let's go, or you'll be late like my wedding." One piece of advice that you shared with me: on the day when you get married, fairy tales end and life begins. Lukesh, it is true, and it is really hard, really been tough. But you knew that. Your insights to life were profound. Sometime back when I found out that I had lupus, you researched for days on how I could manage my disease, from diet, medication, doctor, and exercises. But you also showed hope that if Selena Gomez can survive, so can you. On the 18th of September, you shared a message on Facebook for my son Radeshan on his birthday. "Happy birthday, young man. These are your wonder years. Enjoy them. Sometime in the distant future, you will look back on them with fond memories. You might even smile to yourself, take care." To receive such a long message from a was rather odd. Normally you would just say happy birthday. Getting a smiley face would be like, wow. I had a strange feeling that day that this was unusual for you. Now I understand the meaning of this. One last memory that I would like to share. When I was about 9 or 10, you took me shopping to buy a dress. But the problem was that you chose a dress that I did not like, and not the one that I liked. I had a choice that day, dress or no dress. Well, I took the dress that you chose and tried for days to your response. Too bad, you're too fussy. Well, when you bought me gifts, you always bought them from your heart and did not ask what I liked. But that's okay. You always had good taste. From cutting my first fringe like the girl starting in Wonder Years and sewing my modeling clothes for my graduation. I always knew that it would be awesome. I'd like to thank my dear brother for all the wonderful times we spent together. So today, I have chosen a spiritual paraphernalia for your honored journey. And you didn't have a choice whether you like it or not. From your baby sister, Miss Parthab. And to Nikki, thank you, my sweet niece. In your time of grief, you helped to arrange everything so we could say our last goodbyes to Lukesh. You are brave and you are strong. You are appreciated. You are certainly a Parthab, kind and always willing to help. Thank you, Nikki. I love you lots like jelly tots. Love, Pua. Thank you.
Thank you, Peter. I will now call upon Lukesh to say a few words.
Ladies and gentlemen, dear friends and family, we gather today not just in mourning, but in celebration of Lukesh, a beacon of kindness, passion, and dedication. Lukesh was the soul of our family, the bridge that held us together, always making each of us feel like we were his only favorite. That was his magic. He had a heart that embraced all. Born to my dad Mac and Sindhu Parthab, my mom, Lukesh was our beloved second eldest brother. He was a remarkable blend of intellect and compassion. While many of us remember him as a caring soul who loved and protected trees with fervor, a few might know of the dedication he carried into his profession in the petroleum industry. As a process engineer, his commitment knew no bounds. To him, the challenges were not obstacles, but puzzles, one waiting to be solved. Yet, amongst all the machinery and processes, his biggest concern was always the safety of his colleagues and ensuring they returned home safe to their families. From the classrooms of Gitanjali, Silver Glen Primary, and Vittercliff Secondary, to the halls of the Law University, and finally into the vast world of petrochemicals. Lukesh's journey was nothing short of extraordinary. His professional path took him to places far and wide, from Sakref oil refinery in our homeland to the distant lands of Saudi oil, Nissan refinery in Vietnam. Everywhere he went, he left an indelible mark of respect and friendship. Our voice of reason. For me personally, he wasn't just an elder brother, but a guide, a mentor. With Matt, taught me gentle strums of the guitar. I think I was 8 years old, and he gently placed my fingers onto the fret of the guitar, to play my first chord. And the dedication of which we built one together, actually. His love for travel introduced us to the marvels of the world, from the mystic temples of Cambodia, the majestic Great Wall of China. He was, by every measure, a creator, always aiming for perfection, always hoping to make things, places, and lives better. Lukesh believed in giving more than receiving, a trait evident in the countless mementos he brought back from his travels, ensuring no one was left out. Today, as we bid farewell to this exceptional soul, let's cherish the moments we shared with him. Let's remember him as a man who made a difference, not just in our lives, but in every life he touched. As I plan to plant a tree in Lukesh's honor, I envision it growing tall, strong, and resilient like him. And I encourage all of you to do the same. Let's keep his legacy alive, for the world surely needs more souls like him. Thank you for joining us in remembering and celebrating Lukesh. In his memory, let's share stories, laugh at the moments, and continue his legacy of love, care, and excellence. Lukesh, rest in peace, my dear brother. We will always carry you in our hearts.
Thank you, Lukesh. Thank you to Vinesh, Nikita, Heather, and Lukesh for giving us such a lovely insight into the person, Lukesh Parthab, who was also instrumental with a gang of cousins getting me to ride a bicycle down our streets. As you can see, he was so motivational and had a positive outlook to life. Thank you all for being here to celebrate the life of Lukesh Parthab. Let us remember him with love and cherish the moments we had with him. Lukesh, you may be gone from our sight, but you will forever remain in everyone's hearts. To Mosi and Mosa, may Paramatma give you the strength and guide you during this trial time. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Namaste to one and all. Panditji will take over shortly. Is there anyone out there who would like to share some of their experience or bonding with Lukesh? We're very fortunate to have David Khadeva amongst us this afternoon. Thank you.
Thank you. Good afternoon, everyone. As mentioned, my name is David Khadeve. I've known Lukesh for many, many years. Actually, when he started at Southern, we worked in the same zone. As you're talking about the sulfur plant, Nikita will tell you about it. That's one plant that keeps us at work 99.9% of the time with the gentleman that's coming in now for body. Okay. Yes, after Subpref, Lukesh left Subpref to go and work in Saudi, and he came back to Subpref, and we continued working together until he got an offer in Vietnam, think it must have been 2016, I think. And then he left Subtract, which I stayed behind. And he was a good guy to work with. Honesty, work ethics is non-questionable. He's a guy, if you leave him with something to do, you know it's going to be done and done 100% correct. And he doesn't take shortcuts. So he was really a true believer in, I would like to use the word that they like to use mostly to say that he's a perfectionist. He will never let go until it's solved. He will never ever leave you in trouble. So that's a guy that I work with. And then when I joined him in Vietnam, 2022, beginning of 2022, he actually helped me to stabilize. That's a foreign country, totally different culture and beliefs, and life is not easy outside the country. You must listen to people, but sometimes people tell you how good it is to go to another country. They don't tell you about the bad part of it. In Vietnam, less than 5% speak English. And imagine living with the people who can't even understand you, you don't understand them. And Lukesh has stayed there, I think it must be the 5th year that he's there now, this one, because he just renewed his contract end of last year. And the people of Vietnam loved him like their own brothers. And the people in Vietnam trusted him. So when I came in, the reason why I went there was to improve on HSC compliance and understanding of rules and regulations. We worked with him. Actually, from operations, he had to come out of operations and join the HSC team so that we can work together to formulate what we call permit to work system, because it was terrible. So we did a great job. He even got like a bonus to say, please, thank you. I think you get like 1 million Vietnam, not 1 million, 10 million Vietnam dong. That's equivalent to like 10,000 rand. So Lukesh was very liked by everybody in Vietnam. And the company actually asked me to come to the funeral. I was going to come anyway, to say they really appreciate the time they spent with him in Vietnam. And his contribution to the team in operation and HSC will never be forgotten. That's 2. Number 3, he started the soccer teams in Vietnam, actually. Yes, the tournament between the chefs. He never played ball himself, but he started it to make the chefs play against each other, and then they formed like it. Now there's a yearly tournament that they play soccer in Vietnam because of him. I think Lukesh as a person is a great person. He made my life easy in Vietnam. He made a lot of changes with the Vietnamese people. The company really appreciated his time that he spent with them in Vietnam. And they passed their sincere condolences to the family. And they've asked me to send some pictures, which I asked permission if I can take some pictures. They needed it. So I'll send to them in Vietnam. So we wish Lukesh a great journey, and until we meet again. Thank you very much.
Thank you, David. Is there anyone else who would like to say something? Any of the cousins? Okay, then we now hand over to Panditji.
Hari Om, Namaskar, Namaste, Vanakkam, Jai Shri Krishna. It's only about 2 weeks ago. I'm seeing the same faces again. It is not, it never rains but it pours sometimes. But there is a gentleman. I think it will only be appropriate as a mark of respect may be seated. Om Shri Sadguru Paramatmane Namah. Om Shri Sadguru Paramatmane Namah. Om Shri Sadguru Bhagavan Shivanandaye Namah. Om Shri Sadguru Bhagavan Shivanandaye Namah. Guru Brahma, Guru Vishnu, Guru Devo Maheshwara, Guru Sakshat Param Brahma, Tasmai Sri Guruve Namah. Dhyanamulam Guru Murti, Pujamulam Guru Padam, Mantramulam Guru Vakyam, Mokshamulam Guru Kripa, Mokshamulam Shivanandaye Kripam Hari Om. The Atma is eternal. Only the body made up of the 5 material elements, earth, water, fire, air and ether dies. And those elements return to the sources from which they have come. The Atma, in accordance with the karma of the individual, attains a new body. In the Bhagavad Gita, chapter 2, verse 23, very, very clearly emphasizes the eternal nature of the Atma, which is beyond the reach of material things. We go on to say in Sanskrit, Nainam chintanti sastrani, Nainam dahati pavakaha, Na chainyam kyadyantapo, Na shoshayati maharutaha. For this Atma cannot be cut by any weapon, nor can it be burned by fire, nor wet by water or dried by the wind. People take note, we talk of the Atma and not the body. Death is simply a change of body for the soul, and the idea is aptly driven home by the reference to our everyday experience as given in the Bhagavad Gita. Vasamse jirnani yata vihaya, navane girnati naro parani, tata sharirani vihaya jirnam, sanyati navani dehi. Just as a person casts off worn garments and puts on new ones, so as his embodied soul casts off worn body and enters into new ones. Bhagavan Deva Devasya Sargana Vasala Eshare Gora Samsare Sarvadukha Mali Mase Nanavida Sarirasaha Ananta Jivarasya Jayante cha mrityane cha Teshamanto na vidyate Sadatakatura Eva na sukhi vidyate kvachit Kenopayena mukshesha Mujyante vadame Prabhu. Lord, the sustainer of all beings, in this world enveloped by darkness of suffering, beings in different bodily forms come and go. There seems to be no end. Show us the path in which man can be liberated and attain moksha. Chaturta laksheshu sarireshu sharinam manusyam vidyantra tadvanajanam tu labhyate atra janam sastranam Sastara Pikotivi Kadalip Mukshaya Sanchaya Punchanschaya Sutyam Om Hari Om Tatchat Om. Among the 8 billion 400,000 species of life on this planet. Knowledge for liberation cannot be gained without being born in a human body. In no other kind of body can knowledge for liberation be gained. After countless births, transmigration, momentum of virtues accumulated, one may attain a human birth. Therefore, the human being should always perform good dharmic actions. Sri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram 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 Om Namah Shivaya 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 Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Tat Sat, Om Tat Sat, Om Tat Sat, Om. Om Shanti, Om Shanti, Om Shanti, Om. Om Tat Sat, Om Tat Sat, Om Tat Sat, Om. Om Shanti, Om Shanti, Om Shanti, Om. Serve, love, give, purify, meditate, realize. Be good, do good, be kind, be compassionate. Enquire who am I, know thyself and be free. Enquire who am I, know thyself and be free. Adapt, adjust, accommodate. Be insult, be injury, highest sadhana. Om Tat Sat, Om Tat Sat, Om Tat Sat, Om. Om Shanti, Om Shanti, Om Shanti, Om. प्रभु तेरे द्वारे आया है आत्मा, शांति दीजिए हे परमात्मा। जन्म मरण के फेरे टालना, मुक्ति दीजिए हे परमात्मा। हम सब मिलकर करते हैं प्रार्थना, सद्गति दीजिए हे परमात्मा। शांति दे जो हे परमात्मा, शांति दे जो हे परमात्मा। ओम असतो मा सत्यमय, तामसो मा ज्योतिर्गमय, मृत्यो मा अमृतम गमय। ओम शांति शांति शांति। ओम हरि ओम तत्सत, हरि ओम तत्सत, हरि ओम तत्सत। श्री सद्गुरु भगवान की जय। On behalf of the family, I wish to thank you all for your support, assistance, message of condolences. Those who have not viewed so far, please do so and make your final viewing offering. And the immediate families can make their final viewing and offering before we proceed to the antechamber, where we're going to have the final rites being conducted. Thank you. Sorry. Ladies and gentlemen, we will be throwing the body into the antechamber. While they're doing the process of transferring the necessary proceedings in the antechamber, we would like the immediate families to come to the antechamber so we can have the last rite being performed. Thank you. the hand and put it on the trolley.
Leave that. Leave that. One more, yeah? Yeah, 20. Lift up. Put it down. That's it. Just have a good go, right? Wait here for us, yeah? We'll pass your name.